welcome to the Funko Illuminati. Here we are on this lovely Monday. Hope everybody's doing okay.
Hello.
Let me turn comments. There we go. Got comments on. So, how's everybody doing?
Alive.
How's your wallet, Mitch?
Oh, it's smoking right now. It is smoking like crazy. Like it hadn't smoked in a while.
Oh.
But I got everything ordered except for the one that hasn't dropped yet.
Hold on. You back, LBD? Just message us. Okay, we'll wait until he messages us. So, damn, yeah. So, because I know you like to buy two of everything. You got this Moses complex when it comes to collecting.
No. That was what I used to do. I don't do that stuff anymore. I buy it for my collection. Well, I used to buy it, and then I could buy two, and then maybe I could sell one and recoup the money. And I was like, I'm buying it for me because, my God, they dropped 11 or 12 pops today, including exclusives and everything else. And I was like, and an 18-inch All Might.
Yeah.
What?
I think you should get 6 of those.
No.
6.
Just in case there's a chase, man. You want to be safe on that, right?
No. I bought one, though. I did buy one.
Hey, Tats. Hello, Lass. Hello, Nadia. If I think was today's last birthday. I saw a post. I was busy working, so I didn't. Just checking, see if LBD's back yet. Nope. Must have fallen in again.
He should pop on and pop his camera on.
Yeah, it'll be my way of finding out.
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Tats and Lass.
Pretty good.
Happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to everybody.
There's a lot of birthdays this month in the community. A lot.
Wait till September.
Yeah.
It's all Christmas and New Year's conception babies come out in September. So.
Oh man, that'll be a blast.
Yeah.
Well,
so, yeah, no,
I don't know.
I was on the golf course most of the day with my nephew. He played today, so I've been outside. It was hot.
Yeah, you're a little
hot.
You're a little wet
in
in the
heat index of about 108 today. It was ridiculous. And we got humidity today. You walked outside 5 minutes later, you were soaking wet. I was like, yep. I was outside most of the day. It was horrible.
Yeah, it's 7:21 Eastern. It's still 92 degrees.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And humid as crap. And when we were out there, it was even hotter. So it gets sticky down here in the south.
It just gets wet here. Just wet. You're like,
yeah, I know. There's a little bit of a breeze. Ever so often, you'd feel a nice, cool breeze, and then that would stop in this.
What's up, fellas? What's going on, everybody in chat?
Hey, buddy. And then it would just rain down heat on you.
Yep.
Wet heat.
Yeah. Yep.
It was funny as you were checking if I was here. I was literally walking in the door.
Nice.
Actually, no. LBD was early. Then he had to go grab food in a restroom break. So we're not.
I'm full.
Oh yeah, I ended up falling asleep while I was watching something.
Nice laughs. She says she's full and drunk. So great day.
Sounds like a great day.
Yeah, sounds like a good day.
Yeah, I understand that, Tats, but as I said, I would have pre-ordered it on there, but I'm not dealing with that company ever again. I mean, it took them since I just got an order in today of the old MHA bundle that I ordered from them in September.
That's right.
And they've been out forever. And I had to email them and message them for like 2 months straight. Keep on emailing them to finally get them to ship them to me. So I'll just As I said, I'll just wait till that comes out. It won't be that hard to get, and even if it's not that hard to get there, if it's hard to get there, Epic or somebody else will have it on their site. I'll just grab it off there, kind of like what I did with this one.
For like the first few months, it'll be easy to get.
Like that one there that I just got, La Brava and General Criminal. And it came in a protector, which is great. I mean, it comes in an Epic Collectibles protector. I think it's a vaulted vinyl protector. It feels like a vaulted vinyl, and it's flat like a vaulted vinyl. I mean, there's no bump on the top, and there's no thing on the back. So they may be making them for them. It's super heavy duty on the edges.
Well, a lot of companies have started going that route. Like, I know Curtis's protectors are kind of resembling the vaulted vinyls.
Yep.
Yeah, because these are in vaulted vinyls. My fluffies.
Nice.
I'll put those in vaulteds.
Yeah, I'm about to go to vaulted vinyl because all my $7 a pop stuff, they came and like some of them didn't close all the way on the bottom, and they were like the plastic on the bottom was all messed up. I'm like, yeah, these are starting to get bad. Like they didn't even close up all the way on the bottom. The glue wasn't even sticking and crap. So, and you really had to press them into place, like hardcore pull them. It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can just come to this side of the.
About to. It's worth the extra cash to put into it.
And they always have like they always throw out like a 10% code, and the shipping, I believe, on any order is free.
Yeah, it is. Well, I get all the emails for them. I just haven't bought any because I still have like 70 left over from my last order from $7.
I gotta pre-order some because I actually do have some stuff that doesn't have protectors right now that have come in.
You like this one? Look, see how that flap didn't even stick.
Oh wow!
No, what that is, I'm telling you, hey, if that's a $7 a pop, what it is they had an issue with that a little while back, and I actually contacted them.
Yeah.
What it is there's a glue.
Sorry about that, gentlemen.
It's right here. The little glue spot.
Yeah, that glue spot has come loose on some of their things. And if you'll contact them, they'll send you out replacement protectors for any of them that are done that way.
Oh, nice.
They did it for me. Because I had like a whole batch of them.
That's what I got too.
Half of the batch was just like that. Yep. And they replaced them for me. I sent them pictures and they asked me how many were like that. And I told them and they sent me replacements. They're real cool about that.
Nice. I got to order armors anyway, so I'll just get on there and deal with that tomorrow or whatever.
You know what's funny?
Thanks, Mitch.
I had so many pops and armors that I no longer have. So for a while, I've had just armors just lying around everywhere. I've slowly been transitioning some of the stuff that's gone up that I am keeping into those.
Yeah.
So it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
I haven't had to buy anymore.
Well, I went on to my Funko app the other day, or my Hobby DB, and I was looking in there. I was like, oh my God, that was like a $40 pop. Now it's like $90. I was like, I need to get some armors because this is getting ridiculous. There's a lot more.
Yeah, I got a few. I got a pile of them that I keep that I use for special ones, and then I also have the hard stacks for something a little more valuable. But I still have to be a little discerned on what I put in, what I put out.
Yeah.
At least when it comes to putting stuff in stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't put a whole lot unless something's like, most time well north of $100. If it's well north of that, then I'll put it in a stack in a armor. But other than that, it usually goes in a pop shield or a vaulted vinyl if it's like right at that.
Anything like $100 and up, especially if it's older stuff. Like some of my older Batman stuff are hard to grab and hard to get. So I'm like, yeah, it's $100, but I'm still gonna like that Funko Ween one. It went up, skyrocketed from when I got it, and I was like, yep, gotta get that in the armor. Like, there's a bunch of them.
Actually, I want that a little related to what we were saying. Maybe other people here in the chat, specifically U.S. citizens, might have had this issue. Have you guys ever ordered something from the Funko shop and they accidentally sent it to the wrong city, but in the right state? And how did you solve that issue? Because something like that just recently happened. Obviously, I was gonna try to call the post office, but with all due respect, your U.S. postal system, when it comes to calling their customer service, is a fucking nightmare. It is specifically designed to get people to hang up.
Yeah.
No arguments here.
It's like any government establishment here.
All right, couldn't hear you, LBD. What were you trying to say?
Said no arguments here.
Oh. I'm actually kind of curious right now. Like, I'm going to call them. I'll just have it running here on the side.
Tats, I ended up passing on the Diecast Vader, to be honest. I pushed my luck with the Boba Fett and pulled the chase, and honestly, pulling the chase wasn't worth it to me. I ended up getting rid of it almost instantly. And yeah, Diecast Vader might have looked cool, but if I ever want it, I can probably just look for one easily. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch.
Especially if you're not looking for a chase, they're going to go quick.
Yeah.
If everybody bought a bunch of them trying to get the chase, so now they just got to sit them around and can't get rid of them. They're going to lower the price on them. To be honest.
So I'm not hard pressed on it right now. Did you get one, Tats?
I bought one.
Yeah, I not for that amount. I can't do it again.
Especially with the address being to a different place.
That was everybody's weekend. LBD?
It was pretty good. The kiddo went to a circus yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But we ended up taking a trip to the ER today in the morning. Kiddo's got a mean ear infection. It hit her like literally like at 2 in the morning. It was not a happy morning, I'll tell you that. She seems to be doing okay now. They put like pain meds and ear drops. Last time I took her for something like that, they didn't give her any pain medication at all. And the pain meds isn't nothing strong. It's like the pain meds are at least your over-counter stuff. It's not a big deal. But Sean did make a good point about that when I talked to him earlier of why it's happening. And I kind of recall when I was a kid, I had the same issue because I used to have long hair. And once I cut all my hair off, those issues went away. So I kind of see what it is now. So I'm working on solutions. Obviously, I can't cut my kid's hair off. So
yeah, well, I mean, you could, but it's probably not.
Yeah. I'm going to assume from Sean's multiple expressions that he's right now with the U.S. Postal Service.
It's a wonderful place.
All I can say is, my God, I hope they never change the 911 system to this.
You know what? In some places, it's not that good. At that point, I just called my cousin because she works for the dispatch. What's up, Jason Pops?
Hold on, Mikey.
I just gave the tracking number, and it's telling me I need a valid tracking number.
Did you give the UPS one or the USPS one?
USPS.
Huh. This is where you start screaming at the phone, representative, or like
pressing zero
like a million times till it finally go.
I want a human being, someone with a pulse and a heart. You know, it was oxygen running through their blood.
At this point,
Oh, what are we doing? Everybody got quiet. What the heck?
Sean's battling with the U.S. Postal Service. And
It's
I'm
live.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm finishing my
Hey,
dinner.
I'm just saying, the U.S. Postal Service, I'm still, waiting for that insurance call back for a 2-pack I got 2017. So don't hold your breath.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I got the 2-pack from the Suicide Squad, and the whole front was bashed in the front. Just a complete hole in between the two pops. I was like, there's something wrong with this. I had a clay face that was smashed down. They're like, oh, well.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I give up. I got a tracking number that's like long enough to launch a nuke code. And every time I type it in, it's like, it appears you've typed in an extra number. How about this? You get me a live human being. I'll read the number back to that live human being, and we can go about our day. When did you guys remove humanity from like all forms of government?
A while ago, actually. And it didn't get any better during the pandemic.
No.
It got worse.
Hey, Randy Milky, hello. Chasing Pop. Sorry about that. But that is frustrating. That is insanely infuriating. At least with our customer service here, I can fight. Like you were saying, if you mash the 0 button enough times, eventually it goes, okay.
Well, some of them is 0 and some of them is the pound. It depends what you. So if 0's not working, then you try pound.
Yeah, like there's got to be a secret code somewhere.
Yeah.
USPS. I'm just curious. It's like, how do you get a human? Integrated voice. Yeah.
You might want to be careful how you word that. Your search
right.
I'm gonna give you some weird advertising after that.
Mr. Lindsay, why are you looking up how to get a human? Well, my apartment, you see.
Well, usually there's ways of doing it, but oh wow, man.
He's gonna start pulling up the wrong cookbooks, Andrew.
Well, apparently it says usually there's like there's like most websites, if you look it up, they'll actually be like, how do you get a real life person, and they'll tell you like the way to navigate the system.
You talked about the US.
I can see a like giant Reddit thread of that.
Yeah. It's like the most recent in February 2020 to get a live person fast for a tracking package. Talking to a human about a tracking package, you'll want to buy stamps push 2. Then they'll say, representative, listen to what they listen and wait for them to speak. If you put anything else in before, it won't do it. Press 1 for tracking package, say tracking, and say representative, and you'll be transferred to a rep.
There you go. Apparently now it's not pound and 0, it's representative.
Yeah. Oh no, Tats.
What's up, Anthony?
Yes. Yes, I do have that as well. But the problem is because it went through USPS and then it went through the regular. Hello, G-Boats. Hello, Two Boys. Hello, Tats. Hello, Anthony Blaze. So I'm just gonna do this in the morning because honestly, there's no sense trying to navigate it now because I don't think anyone wants to see a live stream where I slowly begin to lose my shit.
So you're doing the leg shaking thing.
I'm doing the what? Sorry.
You have this thing when you're starting to get irritated, and it's pretty obvious.
Oh yeah. I hate the idea. In order to get from A to B, I have to navigate the labyrinth.
I don't blame you for being irritated, to be honest, because I know what that process is like. So by all means, be irritated.
So I ordered a sealed soda from First Form Collectibles. I like how they did it. Like sent the actual box itself.
Yeah.
It's all airbags.
Yeah, but that's why most people do it though.
Penny for your thoughts there, Mitch?
Sorry, huh?
No, penny for your thoughts. You were like smiling like you just won the lotto.
No, definitely not.
If you won the lotto, I think it's more than somebody.
So yeah, it's all airbags, which is pretty decent.
Most people, they double box the sodas. At least that's been my experience, and I probably bought like 6 cases of sodas in my lifetime.
I don't know. I like the idea. I like the idea that they did that.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. It is. Like I said, but most companies will double box it, but not use airbags. They'll use regular bubble.
And
Honestly, either way it works with sodas. It's fine. Either way. The point is keeping it in the center.
Oh, that worked. Some days you. Let's get this open. I saw somebody online the other today that was selling. Looks like I opened them upside down. That's interesting. Never knew that they were doing that with the sodas now. That they're the way the boxing has worked now. That the lip of the box actually goes in.
Huh. I've never seen that.
Never seen anything like that.
Weird.
Is the outside of the box still sealed?
Oh, see.
Yeah. That's weird.
So, which can should we open? 1,
Which can?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Bottom left?
Okay, so I got can 5, which is here.
Yeah.
And then
Be a corner.
Chat says 2.
2.
That would be a corner one. If you're trying to find a chase, it's a corner one.
Yeah, well, everyone's yelling out random numbers, so we'll just we'll take a corner one.
Yeah.
Take this.
What ones are those?
That is the Vince Clortho.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Rick Moranis one.
Yes.
Cool.
Sealed, which is nice.
For a little bit.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Factory sealed, because lately I've been noticing some people, when they're buying their sodas now, are getting sealed, where basically it's somebody with a hairdryer and thick plastic.
I've heard other things too. Some live soda stuff going on.
Actually, Anthony, I think this might actually be the chase, and the only reason I think it is because
It's heavy as hell.
well, no, like I'm trying to jiggle it, and that's as much jiggle as I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, it would be a lot bigger, the chase. Either that or you had a massive amount of bubble wrap.
Common.
Well then,
Maybe the helmet doesn't give it room.
maybe. All right.
Honestly, I would try holding them in your hand, see which one's heavier. It's significant enough.
Oh wow, the jar's actually kind of clear.
Aw,
Nice.
look at him.
Oh, put him in there. I still got the Peter Venkmans on the other shelf here. I really got to make room for them. All right, so another corner.
Yeah. Try the bottom one, your right hand on.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Wow.
Of course, you opened it upside down, so it throws everything off.
Yeah, I know that wasn't my intentions. I was busy paying attention to you guys.
Because he's in Canada, everything's kind of upside down over there.
Yeah, I know. Like we have a postal service you can get a hold of. It's weird, right?
Yeah, I don't have any problem. I got a guy.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Also, UPS apparently hates you, and I love UPS over here. So yeah, your theory's kind of right.
Common. So I'll leave them in the bag. At least they've managed to.
Sequel news that it'll follow the Spanglers and Ecto One back to New York. Funko Illuminati.
Yes, they are doing a sequel. It's right now labeled as Firehouse. They're also doing an animated movie and apparently an animated TV series on Netflix as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting about the animated one. I'm curious to know.
as long as Kevin Smith doesn't get his hands on it, we're good.
Here's the thing. Netflix has decided to cut down on a lot of projects, so I'm very surprised. Top left, first one.
Top left. Okay.
First one. No.
That's his right. LBD.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that one.
So which one? This one I'm tapping or the other one?
Yeah.
Your right hand is what he's asking for.
You're right, buddy.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Grab one of the middle ones and see if there's a difference in weight in that one. If it feels any different. Because it's not the middle ones. It's never the middle ones.
So I'm just because I actually do have nerve damage in the one hand, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm.
Oh, gotcha.
I was wondering what you were doing because
This one was the middle one, and it's moving differently. Like this is barely moving. This one's got a bit of, so it might be this might be it.
Unless they repack the box on you.
No, the box was sealed.
Yeah.
That's how it was with that Pumpkin King. The one Pumpkin King was barely moved. The other one could shake.
At least they finally changed their way of making. Because I remember when you open these things, man, you could get a contact high.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty potent.
Common.
Yeah, common. That's the other corner. The last corner.
Yeah, I'll grab the other corner one.
I picked the last corner.
I'm going to pick the box up.
Watch Sean gets one of those weird boxes and takes it.
Yeah, it was the corner. I made the mistake of looking.
Yep.
There we go.
So I'm going to pull
There
this
you
out.
go.
You only need 4.
Now, they've already done... what do you call it? They've already done the Keymaster, so...
I can't do it. We have to close my
you
ear.
need the Gatekeeper. Oh, wow. It is.
All right, I was putting the eardrops on the kiddo.
Not a problem.
Cool. Nice.
That's pretty solid.
It's so skinny.
Yeah, it looks much beefier from the front.
You got it. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
meant to be displayed that way. That works.
Yeah, because it has to fit in the thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it makes sense.
I just finished cleaning this living room.
But he can't
Well,
reach
so much
it.
for that. So, hey guys.
Yeah, it would have to be really rare, Anthony.
Now I'm going to do what some
Always
people
in
do
the
already.
corner.
Hey, I have some sealed cans. Could be a chase.
I've actually seen people do that.
Well,
Yeah.
it happens more than you think it did. Didn't Luau just put a video out about that today?
Hey, Ian.
Put out a video.
I don't know.
What, sorry?
Luau, I think, put a video out today about photos.
Oh. Yeah. So. Yeah, I've heard of that, and that's actually, knock on wood, I haven't had that happen yet. Thank God. Now I got 4. If anyone is interested in one of these, please let me know. I'd be willing to do, $10 for the actual soda, plus whatever it is for shipping. I know for Americans it may not necessarily be cheap. I'll throw in some Canadian treats, and on top of that, the Canadian crack, aka coffee crisp.
Oh, I thought, maybe some ketchup chips.
I could throw those in. My only problem is that anything that's flying, if the belly of the plane isn't pressurized, because not all postal services use pressurized cargo holds.
Mm-hmm.
Those bags will actually pop once they get up to a certain height. And I've had that happen with somebody sending me pork rinds once from the States, and I was like, what the heck? Why does it sound like sand in this box? And then when I opened the box, it was just like this yellow powder of pork rind, and the bag was just split. And I went, oh, you got to be kidding me.
So about eating on streams there? Jeez.
Hey, I I never say I don't eat on stream. Just saying.
What is it, anyways? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm sure it tastes great, but it does not look appetizing from here.
Chicken Alfredo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
I didn't see any chickens in your yard, dude.
Well, that's why. Because they're in the house now.
Yeah, you make that joke, but I remember the first time I went up to the mountain, and I realized like this chicken is a little bit different, and it's very slim. And it's like, yeah, you notice there's one missing. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I told you what my cousin's wife did to the one chicken that hurt her kid.
Oh yeah.
Flattened it with a shovel and had it for dinner.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I mean literally flattened it. Just
Circle of life. Circle of life.
I don't remember in the wild crazy women with shovels, but I'll take your word for it.
I do. It's called the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Yeah, so I have to say this year's been pretty good to me. Nothing over the top that made me want to like claw my eyes out or
Cool.
want so badly that I couldn't afford.
I mean, neither. Not yet. Not yet.
I've been okay. I've honestly, like I said, since the whole statue thing, Iron Studios sometimes kills me. But for the most part, like the last thing I can say that I was like, oh god, I thought I was gonna have a harder time getting to it. Was when they did the release of the 3 Spider-Man from No Way Home.
Quick draw. They call it tenderizing. You go up to the shed and you get yourself a shovel. Now, what you want to?
I've been pretty good. The only thing that I really had this year that, I mean, it really didn't kill me, but the NFTs were. But I didn't like. If I didn't get them, I was like, oh, I didn't get them. Whatever. Like I ain't worried about it.
You know what the irony is? The one NFT that I had no care about, I was able to get a bunch of. The one NFT that I really wanted to get some of,
You didn't get any.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I am gonna pull up some of the. Hey, Quickdraw. By the way, guys, Quickdraw's computer is currently on the fritz. Hopefully, he has it up and running soon. If not, Mitch has been generous enough that he'll donate his laptop to Quickdraw. Come on, you gotta have a laptop that he could borrow or have. I mean, what? You probably have one like from 1994, probably. Old IBM ThinkPad.
What are you talking about?
See, this is how you get his attention. Quickdraw's computer is currently not working at its. Not working, actually. I guess would be the easiest way to say it. So I was joking that you probably have like a million laptops from years past.
There's probably a couple laying around here somewhere.
I know he's probably got a tablet or something.
That's one thing I can say I do.
No. His tablets, the ones that he has, are stolen. Are written in Aramaic.
I was waiting for somebody to catch on.
I've got a Samsung tablet. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 laptops. So
You know what the scary part is? If someone ever like wanted to just make his life miserable, say that it's a suspected drug dealer, because they'd have a lot of technology they'd have to go through just to find out that there was nothing.
Exactly.
Not only that, you look at
Sorry, you found nothing.
You can hide things in.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, going to his pop collection, looking, just tossing them up.
So you'll have that one guy who watches TikTok on the team, on the forensic team. He's like, you know what? I did see people put things in their heads.
Yep. I was just say, could you imagine them taking some of Mitch's? Yep. All right. He'd be crying.
No, guys, they wouldn't do that. They would just toss them on the ground, have the dogs like trample them while they're sniffing them.
As one dog walks over and lifts his leg. That's right.
I am gonna show some of the drops for today.
Speaking of Mitch's collection,
we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it before it's actually in his house.
Poor Mitch.
There you go. Jeez, you didn't have to go far.
No, not at all.
Well, no, not when half the drops today were for Mitch.
Tell me about it. Did you go for the keychains too,
All
buddy?
of the drops today, except for that Disney thing for me.
And Star Wars.
I thought that was Static Shock for a second. I was like, what the hell did they do to Static?
Lock.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they made him.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
Mitch's favorite character right here.
Oh, Mr. Naval Laser.
Did you get both the common and the diamond?
You're talking to Mitch.
What question is that, LBD?
I just figured I ask, you can answer.
Yeah.
You know?
I literally ordered everything that's available so far. The only two that aren't available right now is the Glow Deku and the that 2-pack.
What's the Glow Deku going to be?
Huh?
Was it an exclusive?
Well, if Sean will quit flipping that right there, but just Glow.
No, I know what it is. I'm saying, is it an exclusive or something?
Yeah, it's a Barnes & Noble exclusive.
Ah, okay.
It hasn't dropped yet. The Glow is from Barnes & Noble.
I got to order a fat gum somewhere.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
That's the only one. That and Hawks. The Flock Hawks is probably the only thing I'm going after, which I ordered the Flock Hawks. Actually, when you send me the link. Because I'll be honest with you, I saw the statue I had pre-ordered originally, and I was not impressed. And so I'm happy I canceled it when I did, because it was expensive. It was like
I'm surprised Chalice wasn't charging more for this.
$130. Well, it's their exclusive. They always charge $20 for it.
No, I said I'm surprised they're not charging more.
No, they always charge $20.
I get that, but I'm just saying, if they charged $30, they probably would have easily made an extra $10 on per unit, and still sold just as many.
Yeah, but they've always charged that same price for their exclusives. They've never charged more. And technically, that's already an upcharge because a regular pop doesn't cost $20.
Yeah.
So
what else we got here? That's just more of the same. Actually, I'm kind of curious who's in the comments, because usually the usual suspects are at the top. Not this time. This one looks pretty cool. I'm getting a real Street Fighter vibe out of it, though.
That's a 6-inch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a specialty edition.
I'm gonna assume you ordered all of these and this one and all the commons at Tallman.
Yeah, he did a bundle.
Okay.
He did a bundle, and with my discount, it was all the commons and the 6-inch for picked up, obviously, because I'm picking it up at the shop. But all of it was like $80 for all of them.
I'm gonna assume Nick is gonna make an appearance behind you eventually.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that would be a huge pop because I've already got him right there.
Yeah, he might be.
I love
Flip Cake. Different pose.
Yeah, one he's fighting. This was the original Glow one.
Well, the good news is, though,
here.
If you get 4 of those, you can make a really decent coffee table.
Shut up.
Or lamps for your house.
Yeah. I've already got 2 of those.
Or you know what? The way the hair is, you could probably do a really good coat rack.
Well, no, for Mitch, it'll be more of a hat rack.
This is true. I promise me this, dude. When you get that, put it in the passenger seat. And I want a picture of it in the passenger seat with the seatbelt across it.
I think he's getting it delivered to his
Do that
house.
right.
Oh wait, no, he's got it. He's got a PO box. So it's always got to go to the PO box.
Yeah.
That one actually I had to get and have shipped to my sister's. For some weird reason it wouldn't take either of my addresses. It was acting real wonky, so I just had it sent to my sister's.
Oh.
I want to see that thing in person. Seriously, I just want to see it.
Oh, trust me. Once Mitch has it, we will see it.
No, but I mean, like, I'm sure I can walk into a GameStop and they'll have it. They'll have it there. It'll be sitting for a while.
Oh yeah, I know when the Pikachus came in and the Batmans came in, they were same deal.
Yeah, I remember when the Batman came in, I got it for like $40 because T-Mobile had that Hot Topic 50% off code.
I know there were a lot of there were certain people I'm not going to mention, but they abused that to the point where it was like, why do you need that many?
I didn't buy a bunch of Batmans. I did buy a bunch of stuff, because I got my code from me, from my mother, and two of my brothers. But I only bought one Batman. I just use everything else for something. I use those codes for other things.
No. But I'm saying I know somebody. And
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, they bought like 10 of them. It's like, why would you want 10 of those Batmans?
Because they probably it was the first one. They probably thought it was going to be the next big thing, and then once they did that, like a month later, they released, "Hey, we have one that's better, and then it's limited." I was like, "Oh, that's gotta hurt."
No kidding. It did hurt.
But at the end of the day, even if you sell it for retail, you're still making your money, unless you're in Canada, because the shipping on that thing.
Oh God, no. I know someone who asked me, it's like, "Will you go and buy it for me?" It's like, "Yeah, but you got to pay up front." Well, I don't really have the money. Well, then I don't have the time because I am not. It's way too much of an investment. But this one this one's pretty cool. It's supposed to be it's going to be at Hot Topic, I think this month.
From what I understand, people who ordered this, some people already had theirs shipped out. Like it's shipping.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, it's one of those that's apparently that was supposed to be the first one from that class that was supposed to be released.
Did anybody? No, Mitch. Here's your glow that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Nice.
The BAM one looks really nice. Honestly, I don't care for the Deku Glow or common version. Just because I honestly think the one with Eerie is a lot better. I don't need two glow Dekus. Like I got rid of the first glow Entertainment Deku just to have the one from Funko Shop.
Well, I still say, Mitch, you should get the keychains, buddy.
No. I'll do keychains.
I think the only time I ever bought keychains was for Fallout. No, actually, those were given to me. Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I've got a couple of keychains, but they were given to me.
Yeah,
I didn't buy them.
Well, I bought mine because it was dirt cheap. I mean, I was able to get the whole set plus the chase for I think it was like $30. So I couldn't say no.
Yeah, I got keychains, but they came in all those DC mystery boxes.
Yeah.
Flipcake, why don't you have the ability to post things in the chat? Just post the link.
You have the power.
You
have the power.
But yeah, I don't see anything else.
Let me try and pull it up, Ezra.
But I am gonna post this here. So I don't know what happened to so it looks like they pushed, because originally the group box was supposed to come out, then the Doctor Strange. So it looks like they flipped the order. Doctor Strange looks pretty. I mean, I like the shirt.
Yeah, I'm confused. What's going on?
Hey LJ, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, LJ?
Oh, Ezra want me to share something. He sent him my message.
He just sent it to me now too on Instagram.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to pull up my Instagram. I didn't have my Instagram pulled up. I've got it on my phone over here is what I'm working off of, but I can't share.
I was asking about that box that
Oh, there we go. Flipcake.
That image down there.
Nice, buddy.
It's on metal too.
Did you do that yourself, or did you buy
he's
it?
Making those apparently.
Oh wow!
He can put any image on it. He said.
Yeah, I've had something like that done before. When I got a code for this other place, but I've only tried it once. It's interesting. But man, you got to get the right image for it, because some images do not work.
Well, how it works because I tried once when I had no art in the house and the walls were bare, and I wanted something which now obviously, is kind of laughable considering how the state of things are. But in order to get to where I was, I learned that in order to do like what Flipcake is showing here, an 8x11 metal sheet, it's got to be a really, really, really high res picture. So regardless of how you blow it up, it won't look fuzzy.
No, they didn't have a cheap printer. We're talking about like a big company. It's just that the image, like Sean said, the image I had chosen was probably not worth it. There's another image that I did very well.
Yeah.
But those were both gifts, so that's why I ended up doing 2. But like I said, I didn't pay a lot for them because I got codes when I did it.
Excuse me.
But that was a while ago.
Does anybody know what the next NFT is going to be?
I don't know if it's been announced.
I don't think they've announced anything.
Also, you were showing the thing about Doctor Strange or whatever. What happened with that?
Yeah, I'm just pulling it back up now. Share screen. There we go. Okay, so here we are. So here we are with the Doctor Strange.
Do you want to see it in person?
You have it?
It came in today with the other stuff. I can go grab it if you want me to grab it, or if you just want to show it there.
Okay, I'm sure if you want to.
I mean, it's fine. If you just want to show the picture there, that's fine.
Okay. Well, probably be easier for you. I mean, less mess for you to clean up.
Yeah.
So the Groot is the next one. I don't know. They haven't showed any spoilers on it yet. But apparently it was supposed to ship out this month. I guess they're pushing it to next month.
Yeah. I haven't received my shipping yet for mine either.
What, for this?
Yeah.
Oh, you got this?
Apparently I did, but who knows? The Marvel Collector Core through Amazon is so messed up right now.
Yeah.
Did you check your Amazon account and look and see if it's on your ordered items? Mine was on my dashboard.
Remember, I checked mine and because they were sending it to me, and I had canceled it, and you were trying to cancel it too.
Yeah, but then I re-signed up for this one.
No, this was the one I was trying to cancel.
Oh.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm checking right now.
I don't know.
Wow, my search history is a little weird.
Yeah, you were looking at how to get a real human.
No. Like I have Funko Pops on here. I have Demon Slayer stuff. And not related to Funko, but we found somebody at work that enjoys making puzzles. So we were trying to find like puzzles that were like impossible to put together, just to screw with them. Yeah. Things we do at work when we should technically be working. Memberships and subscriptions. Here we are. Should be under that. Marvel Collector Core box. Should have been on there. Yeah, because I'm up for the next one. Does not ship to Canada. Well, we're not shipping to Canada. Wait, did it?
When you re-signed up, you didn't do it the right way?
Well, no. I'm checking right now, but...
John's just not having a good day when it comes to shipping his packages. Say not the day, Sean.
It's just a pain in the backside is what it is. I'll deal with it later. I mean, if I'm not too worried that I didn't get it, so...
Yeah, but you want to fix it for the next one just in case you actually...
Oh, yeah. I'll take care of it. It's up on the screen. No sense doing it now in midstream. But, I mean, it's a cool-looking box. I like the shirt. I'm not so big on... I mean, I like this Doctor Strange, the statue. Clearly, they must have been running out of ideas.
What statue?
Pardon?
What statue?
That Funko Pop is a statue.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a bronze statue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember what? Oh yeah, you haven't seen the movie yet.
No.
Yeah. Turns out, Doctor Strange is strange, and he's a doctor. I don't want to ruin it for him, even though I mean he had plenty of time to go and see it.
Yeah, actually, no, I didn't have plenty of time to go and see it.
What do you mean? All you had to do is just...
Wow. I got aggressive real fast.
You
You need a hug, big guy?
right?
No, I'm good. I'm just saying. I literally didn't have enough time to go see it. I gotta
I
go
would
watch
actually
it.
pay to watch you hug him. I don't know why. I just think it would be the most awkward thing. Wait, LPD, hug him at tall man. That way you'll be taller.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Just see him hugging, holding your leg, going, "It's okay, buddy."
Oh, be close your head. It's getting kind of dark.
Well, I'm actually probably gonna take a trip this Thursday or Friday down to North Carolina.
Why?
Remember I mentioned there probably a few weeks ago that I split a box with Rasta,
Yeah.
so we wouldn't pay that much shipping,
Mm-hmm.
and so I got to take his stuff. The whole point of that was so he doesn't have to pay shipping for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go drop off some of his stuff.
Not bad.
Probably grab a bite to eat, maybe a few drinks, and then head back.
Huh. Sounds like a blast.
Yeah. At least it'll be better than my last trip to freaking Charlotte airport, because last time I got stuck there for like the night. I had to sleep at the airport because my cousin was out drinking, so there was no way of getting contact with him because he lived in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say I've never, knock on wood, I have never ever had to sleep in an airport.
I've done it a bunch of times.
I've slept in some places where I'd rather not have been sleeping, but airport is not on the list.
Here's the thing. So I'll be honest with you. Sometimes that day would have been the day I would have liked to get out, whatever. But it was freezing cold in Charlotte. I was like, okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna stay at the airport. I'm not gonna because it looks like I had to stay there overnight. But for the most part, when I get stuck somewhere, it's for a few hours. It's usually never overnight. And if it's ever overnight, I don't stay at the airport. I go stay at a hotel. Even if it's the airport hotel, if the airport has a hotel.
Huh. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't been stuck in anywhere that I would be overly worried about or had any issues. I mean,
well, yeah, you gotta remember your likeliness of it happening to you has to do with the fact that I've traveled a lot more. So my percentage of getting stuck somewhere is a lot higher.
I've been stuck in places. It's just I never had slept. I think the worst night's sleep I ever had was at my buddy Ray's place. His mother was supposed to be gone for the weekend, and we were like 15 and did some really stupid shit and had not really a big house party, but a house party.
Yeah.
And his mother, I guess something happened with her current boyfriend, and she came home early on a Saturday night. And she was not happy. And most of us that were passed out, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is like
some of this. No, let me finish.
Okay. Yeah.
She came home, saw teenagers sleeping on the living room floor, the kitchen floor, all over the house, and like cockroaches when you turn the light on, we scattered. Now, I wasn't thin. I wasn't thin then, but I managed to push open a window, push myself out the window, fall face first onto the cold ground. This is in February, so there's like snow and ice. And then because I'm basically not wearing my shoes, don't have my jacket on, standing outside the window, watching him and her argue. And then when she went into our room, I'm like waving him over. He's like, dude, I need my jacket, my shoes. So he tosses those out the window, waits until she falls asleep. So I'm waiting like an hour outside, freezing, because I wasn't dressed for weather.
Yeah.
He lets me back in, and I slept in the basement of that house. There was no furniture, no boxes. It was just a dirt floor. And I slept there. Worst night's sleep I ever had.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, that's crazy. But I've had something like that happen before. But I wasn't dirt. I slept on concrete. And I took a nap for like 15 minutes in a bed of snow before. Yeah, that was an interesting story. I don't want to get too deep into that one, but yeah. As for airports, starting around the age of 13-ish, 14, I started traveling almost every 2 months for a while because of the benefits that I had. And so that's, like I said, that's why I had such a high probability of being stuck somewhere for a few hours or sometimes overnight. Luckily, before I turned 18, obviously I when I was traveling in certain places, it was always the places where I knew people, or had family, or at least on the way there and had family. Like especially like I always flew through Miami for the same reason, like because basically when you're flying from Newark, you either fly to Charlotte, Miami, or Dallas is the main places you can go, and then from there you can go to international flights and all that stuff. So I always flew to Miami because I got family all over there. So just if I ever get stuck, I just give them a call.
So, yeah. Hey, Mitch, what's the most uncomfortable place, like the worst night's sleep you ever had? I'm kind of curious now.
The worst night's sleep I've ever had?
Yeah, worst night's sleep. Like you got stuck somewhere or some situation came up that you couldn't get home and get into your bed. So you were stuck sleeping somewhere where you would have, because you had no choice. Like LBD, snowbank, me, dirt floor.
Snowbank and somebody's concrete steps.
I don't, maybe the floor of an apartment at somebody's place. I mean, that's about nothing too crazy.
Dear God, you've had a charmed life. You know what? No, go outside in the backyard right now.
roll yourself up in some weeds and go to bed.
Yeah.
Get some weed? What?
Say, roll yourself up in some weeds.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, clearly we know what we know what the legal stance in his state is. I just see him dressed like LBD, just covered in like half-eaten gummies and edibles, going, "Oh, this is the best idea ever."
Oh God! Speaking of that, I saw some lady saying that she was for her wedding, her cake was gonna be an edible, and she wasn't gonna tell anybody. I was like, "Oh God!" I can see Grandma right now.
That is such a horrible idea, and not because
it is a terrible
because
idea.
some people don't handle that shit very well.
No, I've seen it seriously, especially anything edible. It can really kick you in the face really quick.
I watched a grown-ass man have a hot flash from eating edibles, and I don't know whether it was him psychosomatic or if it was legitimate, but he was like, "Oh my God, it's so hot. It's so hot in here. Why is it hot?"
Well, the way my cousin's ex.
See you, Tats. Have a good night.
Night, Tats.
When
Happy birthday.
They were together. She was happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
When she originally started making them and stuff, she didn't tell me the ones that she was making were basically they looked like they were pretty much skulls. You know, the skull and bones.
Yeah.
And apparently, the reason she made them that way was because those were so potent that you can only take a bite out of one of the side of the bones per time you wanted to have it.
Huh.
And they didn't tell me that, and they gave me one, and I ate the whole damn thing. I was tripping balls all night. Seriously, I was seeing inside of my TV, inside of that TV, inside of another. That was probably the worst trip I've ever had. And seriously, I've probably put down maybe 10 blunts in one session with just between me and one other person.
Yeah, I just know that some people handle things differently, and especially if they're unaware, they get. I don't know if it's their own. How do I say this? I don't know if it's legitimate or if they're just psyching themselves up.
It depends. It could be so many things. It also depends what's in it. Like what are you taking specifically?
Yeah, I suppose. Like I said, at the end of the day, horrible idea. I can just see the fun that will happen.
Oh yeah, I have a friend who. Well, Jenny, you guys met Jenny.
Jenny from the block, yeah.
Actually, yes. But when she actually has like the butter and stuff where she can cook her meals with it and stuff. And one day she completely forgot that one specific meal was based on that, and she had a lot of it. And she said she slept almost like 2 days straight.
No. Best night's sleep I ever. Well, I already told you the best night's sleep I ever had was from morphine. Sweet lady morphine. Wow. That is like universal love in a pill.
You don't do nothing for me. It's the lauded that gets me.
No, like I hate crowds, and I could have been easily in downtown Toronto during rush hour in the subway system, and I would have been like, "I love you, man."
I think the only time I ever got a high off of like medication that was prescribed to me was when they pulled out my tooth and they had to give me. I don't remember if it was Percocets or Oxy, and I was like, okay.
It's usually Oxy, and the only reason I know that is the guy that I worked with, Tom Anderson. I mentioned to him before. He was worked at a really sleazy call center. Still works there to this day.
Hey,
Hey, Dad, how you doing, buddy? And he had all 4 removed, so they gave him 40 perks.
Hey, Daddy. Ooh.
And over the course of 2 weeks, he was eating those things like they were Tic Tacs. And he didn't know that because they're a narcotic, if you take so many immediately and then you cut yourself off.
Ooh.
And he was sitting at work like on the second week going, I feel like crap, man. I'm cold. And I was like, how many of those perks, how many of those oxys you got left, buddy? And he's like, well, I kind of went through them in the first week. I went, oh, that's called withdrawal. And he's like, how long does withdrawal last? I said, some people it could be a week. Some people it could be a month.
I do not envy anybody who has to go with a withdrawal, even if it's by accident that you did it to yourself. I do not envy you whatsoever. Remember, I was like, I remember when you told me that for the stuff they gave me after I had an operation. I was like, yeah, no, I know. I ain't stupid.
Hey, though, I will say this much: when he was on the oxys, he was actually less of a dick.
Well, no. I hope he was taking some stool softener, because that stuff, man.
I don't know. He was the same guy I told you got kicked so hard in The Boys. He got up and was doing like he had labor pains. He was like, went into the bathroom, and that's when I found out that yes, being a man, if you get kicked there hard enough, you will throw up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen. I think happened to a good old buddy of mine that used to be on streams with us. He used to be my neighbor.
Did he lose one?
I was going to say I don't think it was Playground. Although I mean, if it was, I wouldn't say they didn't have it coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
that part is that the person who hit him was doing it playfully. According to them.
Mitch might enjoy this. I'm gonna use a sports term, flag on the field. How do you playfully kick somebody in the testicles?
They had a habit of doing that. They were
I like Mitch's face just there. You missed it. It was kind of like, well, you can, but you really shouldn't.
It was 2 sisters that lived across the street. They enjoyed doing that to everyone. It became so known that everybody had reflexes by the end of the summer. Did
you ever see the movie The Replacements? It's about they get a bunch of players to replace basically a football team. And you remember the British they get a kicker, and it's like a guy who got drummed out of like the European League for soccer.
Yeah, he's widery.
Yeah, and he's got 2 drinks, and he's like, they're in a bar fight. He's like, wait.
Oh,
and he puts the drinks down, and he takes 2 steps back, and he just hoofs the guy between the legs.
I'll be honest with you, I actually love that movie. I enjoy it. It's so, I don't know, I guess it's like so campy but hilarious to me.
2 Samoan brothers that were the defensemen.
Huh?
There were 2 Samoans that were the defensemen in that movie, and they were like, because it had Scott Bakula in it, and he was like, they're like, don't worry, nobody will ever touch you. And they were literally a walking wall.
Yeah. Oh, man, when they shut up his car.
Oh man, I haven't seen.
I just saw that movie the other day. Seriously,
I watched it. I watched it as a fluke. I had a roommate, and he's like, "Have you ever seen this movie?" It's like, "No, I don't really like sports movies." He's like, "Oh, dude, you got to watch this. You'll love it. It's about pointy ball. Just sit down and shut up and watch it." So it's like, okay, fine. Yeah. Half an hour in, I'm like, this isn't a sports movie. It's a
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's sprinkled with sports, but no.
Yeah. Hey, they sold me when the British guy just, right between the legs, and the guy just. It's like, oh, I've watched soccer players.
My favorite guy was the freaking sumo Thunderscar. Even in the bar fight.
Or the last, or when they realize that they're never going. This is their last game. They're not going any further, and so their last play is basically like drop kicking the other team. Like it's something about watching a 300-pound man just drop kick. Oh man. Although I don't condone that, so nobody. The new TikTok challenge: just run up and drop kick somebody.
No.
Although at my age, I'd probably break a hip.
When I was in high school, there was a game called 1, 2, 3 Knockout. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was not pretty. Okay.
Oh, so I figured out why I didn't get my Marvel box. For some reason, it defaulted to my Canadian address and not my reshipper address. It never notified me that, hey, stupid, you can't have this. So I missed out on it. Oh well. The only thing I really wanted from it was the pin. Oh, looks like we lost Andrew. The only thing I wanted out of that was the pin and the shirt. So if it shows up again, I'll try grabbing it. If not, it is what it is, lads.
I think it'll show up again.
Yeah, who knows?
I thought it was back up the other day. It was still up there. Maybe not, but
no, it's gone now.
This morning it was.
Well,
somebody posted about it. I wanted to say that it was still up. So you can still go order it.
I'm gonna check Funko Canada, because usually eventually that stuff kind of comes up to be able to buy through Amazon Canada. So I'll just be patient. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm so glad that I managed to film. Oh, Andrew is back. I heard a boop. I'll wait until he's leveled. But I was able to film 6 videos in one night. That was fun. Friday night. Filmed it, edited one video, did all that crap, and then went to bed. Because I was sitting there waiting for it to upload. It's like, it's not gonna be done uploading until 2 a.m. I can't do this. I can't sit here and wait.
No, that sounds like tons of fun, buddy.
It is, man. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy the most. I enjoy out of the videos is making the video, making the thumbnail. Not a huge fan of editing, and also writing up the description. But then again, at midnight when I'm writing up a description and my brain's already spent the entire day writing up like agent reports and all this other jazz, it's not, my brain's just not there.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to ask, what shirt are you wearing now? Because I see little blood splats.
That's the Hero Killer thing.
Oh, okay.
From My Hero.
You just got that shirt in that box, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's his new favorite.
I was tempted on getting the new Zombie box. The new Zombie box looks good to me. I forget what it was.
Yeah, it had what? Yu Yu Hakusho. What else was in it? Attack on Titan?
I don't remember. I know at least 2. I think either 2 or 3 of the things interested me.
Not too bad.
I forget what it was. I didn't really care anything about any of them though, so it wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I thought you might like it though.
Let's see if I have it pulled up here somewhere.
It's funny. I know the one I missed out on, and I hated myself for it. And then luckily it wasn't anything major. Was the one where they had the Ghostbusters Afterlife? It was like, oh wow, and then I missed out. I missed out on getting it, and it was like, I was worried it was going to be like an autograph or something. It's like, no, it's a button. Oh, okay, we're cool.
It's Attack on Titan, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Dragon Ball Z, and then Anime got killed. Akame got killed, which I've heard of it, and I don't think I've ever watched it. I might have.
What anime? Sorry.
Akame got killed.
Can't say I'm familiar with it, unfortunately.
I don't think it's that old. But it's still available, so I might pick one up maybe next week.
Well, the new anime that seems to be coming up right now, and I'm probably going to sit down and try to watch it, is the one where the mother is an assassin, the father is a spy, and they adopt
Spy Family.
Spy Family.
It's been really popular for like the past 2 months. Like people have been going nuts about it.
Oh, I know. Every time I open up Facebook, Instagram, it's people are making memes of it and all sorts of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I mean, it looks cool. It's definitely something I want to watch, but
what I like about it is that even when people doing videos on it, I can honestly say it's been very little spoilers. Like even if they show in a scene, it's not enough to kill the anime, like the want to see it.
True.
Andrew, you're too far back, buddy. There you go.
I'm just listening to you guys talk about anime because I don't know shit.
Well, I know, but yeah, we almost saw up your shorts.
Yeah. Please don't.
I can see up my shorts.
Hey, Andrew, remember when I said, I trust you because you have better, you see the world through your ears? Well, I'm going to trust LBD through his eyes. Nothing against yours. I'm sure they're,
They're wonderful.
Yeah. But I'm just,
I can't.
In this case, I'm going to put my money down on LBD's eyes.
Okay.
And when it comes to history, it's always going to be Mitch.
Well, yeah.
Right. He lived most of it.
Well, sympathy for the devil was about Mitch. It wasn't about Satan. Hey, Papayas, wash your hands. Why? Just trust me. It'll be big. What should I call this four-wheel chariot? How about an automobile? This thing's amazing. Look how it moves. I think we should call it the wheel. This is why I wish I was good at Photoshop. Just like Photoshop Mitch into like a bunch of famous pictures. Woodstock, Hindenburg.
The Wright brothers.
Like kind of like what they do at Red Robin with Little Robin. They stick him in like monumental photos.
Red Robin. Yum.
I'll take your word for it. We don't really have Red Robins here.
Oh.
Yes, we're severely lacking in Red Robins. It's a horrible national tragedy. We try not to think about it. Well, what else was I going to go on? So, when's that supposed to? What your stuff that you ordered, Mitch? When is it supposed to arrive? Like,
some of it says like July. Some of it says like this week. Some of it says October. It just depends on which one you're talking about.
Oh wow! So it's all over the map.
All over the map. Right now. I just know it's ordered. As long as none of them, these idiots cancel it on me, which would be the exclusives, if anything. But
Yeah, I was gonna say if Tall Man canceled on you, that'd be awkward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he would never do it.
I can see that conversation now. Hey, buddy.
I know where you live.
Not even that. Just go, hey, Mitch, I got something to tell you. Would you mind meeting me over at the police station while I tell you this news?
Right. Yeah. Well, it took me this long to get the last bundle. Good God. But
it's a classic LBD.
Yeah.
Anybody playing the bingo game at home? Congratulations, you got a square.
I sure would mark it.
How did they take your email? Like, because I can't imagine you being very aggressive. How did they take your emails? Like, were they at least nice about it?
Yeah, I mean they were, but I mean it was like it went from refer me back to the website and They haven't got them in yet. They're waiting for them to come in. Then it was like, well, we got them in, but some of the boxes were damaged, so we're waiting to ship it out. But we have all the boxes, and we'll get it out next week for you. And then 4 weeks later, I emailed, hey, guys, you said you had everything in, and you were going to send it out to me. And, it's just, I shouldn't have to work that hard to get something that I ordered. I
agree.
So, I mean, granted, they got them to me. I haven't opened the box yet because I came straight in here and sat down after being out in the sun, and then I had to hop on here with you guys. So, I had time to open those up. I opened these up just because they were 2 smaller boxes I could carry in. The other box is it's 7 pops in a big box, so it's still out in the truck.
Well, but, I'm glad you at least were able to, resolve it in some fashion.
Yeah. Oh, I got them. It just took a long time. It's kind of like that the Big Apple collectibles type stuff. It just takes forever. They send it, they ship it good usually, and
I don't know. I'm
forever.
My Kraken stuff for Bleach. It's been so long that my invoice number is no longer in their system.
Wow.
So
which Bleach things did you order?
The Renji and Grimjaw.
Oh,
which are now
you don't
vaulted.
have those?
No, I didn't. Remember, because you said, "Hey, Sean, they're available," and I went, "Oh, great!" And I paid for them, and now they're like, every time I message them, it's like, "Oh, please refer to our system where you put in your invoice, and it'll give you a rough ETA." Well, yeah, guess what? My invoice is no longer valid because you waited so damn long. Your system only goes as far back as a year. Because ideally, it shouldn't take over a year to ship something. So, God, kind of annoyed, as you can tell.
I would be.
I hate getting the runaround, but it is what it is. I will deal with it accordingly, but it just not ideal.
No.
Right.
What can you do?
I get it.
Yep, it is what it is, and unfortunately, that is the way it is.
But yeah, it was that thing I got from Epic, man. They did a good job packing everything. It was packed well. It was in a nice protector. I can't fault them for anything on that.
No. I'll be honest. Sorry, go on.
I said they had enough time.
Oh, no. This is something else. I just ordered it the other day. It came in pretty quick, actually. The General Criminal La Brava, the 2-pack I ordered, the MHA.
Yeah, I know when you messaged me and said that you're going to order through Epic, I was shocked. I mean,
I know.
It just was
completely... I just
completely...
figured it was 6 of one, half dozen the other. It was probably a little less to order from them than it would have been for you to buy it, me to pay you for it, and then us to ship it all the way from Canada.
I was actually just... Believe it or not, Mitch, I can say this now. Because we did that BTS thing to you, I was actually going to just say congratulations, it's your birthday gift. That was my plan, actually.
Oh, well, screwed that one up.
Yeah, you did. Because it was like
September. It's like 4 months away.
You know what? I'd rather be proactive on a lot of things, okay?
But look at it this way. Look how long it took you to get, your comments. You never know.
3 months away. Sorry.
Well, I guess we'll have to get together again.
No. Now I'm gonna have to look for another BTS set of something. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, they make those. I think they do like the squishies, but it's BTS. We can get them the whole set.
There's BTS coffee now.
It's just gonna have a BTS shrine just on the side and stuff.
Please don't.
There's BTS coffee, one for each character.
No, but think about it. We get them the squishies. They're in air, like they vacuum seal the bag, so they're only like the size of like a baseball. So he
has no idea what they are.
Yeah.
Well, I told
Fluffies actually came in good shape.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bought both colors.
Yeah, I have those coming too, but I don't know when. I think he's got some delays because he's not in the country right now. He still got to sign some of them. That's why.
You know, it's funny though. I understand that you guys like him, and I think that's great. Everyone has their own likes for when it comes to comedy. I just don't. I don't see the fascination. It's weird, but it just. I mean, and I've watched his comedy and stuff. I mean, some of it's funny. I'll give you that, but not enough that I want to buy a Funko Pop with his name on it.
Well, that's the only reason I bought a Funko Pop in the first place.
Why? Because his name was on it?
No,
because he likes Gabriel Iglesias.
And that was the first pop. I was like, you know what? There's no figure there was no merchandise he had that I liked. I was like, this doesn't look so bad. I didn't know what the hell a Funko Pop was. I was like, okay, I'll buy this, and I fought for it because his website crashed like crazy.
Yeah, there's the original.
Yeah, the original, yeah. And I got 2 of them originally.
Is that your daughter or somebody?
It's a dog outside.
It's a dog.
Oh, okay. Hey, before anybody gives me leaves a dirty comment, his daughter used to yelp and squeal like a velociraptor without the clicking.
Oh, that's a different kid. My kid did the dog thing.
What are you talking about? His child would never do that.
Uh-huh. Wow, thanks, Mitch. So we're the opposite of the Marines. Leave every man behind and lock the doors so they can't get out.
As long as her name is Sean and they're from Canada.
Wow.
That
was oddly specific.
Yeah. It's weird that they would have that kind of motto like so far even before my birth. I mean, clearly this had to be ordained.
Very vague. Surprised you even knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, sure.
What's up, Simon Cook?
Hey, Simon.
What's going on, man?
Hello.
Simon's name there reminds me. So, has anyone watched The Boys yet?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard
I watched all the episodes that are out so far.
Yeah, definitely blew my mind away.
Just your mind?
All I can say is
feeling in your throat.
If you've ever had kidney stones, man, it really brings it into a new view. Damn. Yeah, that was.
Have you watched the new episode yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty well going. It's following the storyline of Herogasm, so which is pretty cool. And they got renewed for season 4, and hopefully we get the rest of the team for Funko Pops because we're still missing the Kimiko, Frenchie, and Mother's Milk.
I have a feeling Kimiko is going to be like a con thing.
Yeah, or a 2-pack, her and Frenchie.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
You know what? The other thing I'm kind of worried about too is if they do they like to do the Funko moments. Maybe they'll do a Funko moment from episode 1 of season 3.
Nice.
Do 2 versions, like a chase version, one where it's normal and the chase version where it's kind of
Is it a Build-A-Figure?
Could be. Sitting with a pair of tweezers, just putting in the final piece, so to speak. Seriously, if you wonder what we're talking about, just watch the first 10 minutes of season 1. Season 3, episode 1. Even if you're not a fan of the show, just watch that. You will not find that clip on YouTube, by the way.
No. The boys is very non-YouTube friendly.
This season alone.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about it? People were complaining about bare-chested people on the show of both genders, ironically enough. But apparently that episode nobody complained. Like there were no major complaints.
I mean, yeah.
So clearly, different points of view for all parties involved. You guilt punched me.
By the way, speaking of like shows coming out and stuff, remember I think we kind of just to backtrack a little bit. The whole thing about the Ghostbusters animated show on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix has apparently decided to take down a lot of they basically went from 50 projects a year to like 12.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna concentrate more on quality than quantity now, and they've kind of taken the stance of, okay, you're offended, leave. Seriously, because that's one of the things that was kind of holding them back.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I don't know. You see, I'll be honest with you. A new Netflix show just came up, and I tried watching it last night, and then my brain went, "Wow, they're like trying to check too many boxes." Okay, so
Yeah, well, that's kind of what they're doing. They're kind of pulling back.
Well, the show is called First Kill.
Yeah,
but it's about a vampire and a vampire hunter, but under the guise of Romeo and Juliet. Gets even better. Both characters of Romeo and Juliet are female. I have no problem with any of this, but it was like, wow, we are really hitting every box here. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, people like vampires? Check. LGBT community? Check. Classic literature? Check. Oh, let's make it a tweet. Let's make it a tweet sitcom? Check. Like,
like I said, I think this next coming year, like, that we're gonna get a lot of good shows done very well. Even the next 2 years, they're concentrating. Like I said, they're gonna try to concentrate more on quality than quantity, which I want to see how that does.
So
they're the ones doing. Look at that big project they're doing with One Piece. They got a bunch of like actual sets being built, like a movie.
No, and you're absolutely right. Like I said, I tried that show First Kill. I tried watching it because I happen to like things that are supernatural. Right? Like I finished rewatching Angel. I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer right now, and I figured, this would be a nice little supplement to watch in between. Oh, it is rough. It is really rough.
I want to watch that. What's the show called? Damn. Basically, it's a show, I think, based in the 70s. Jesus. I forget what it's called. I honestly can't remember what it's called right now.
Clearly, it must be that good.
No, I found it interesting, but I just saved it to my list, and then I kind of left it there. I was gonna start watching it today, but then the kid was we were eating, and it's not exactly kid friendly. So
it's kid friendly. You're just not trying hard enough.
No, my kid can watch a lot of things, but I know for a fact that one is not kid friendly.
Well, I don't know. It was decent. I'm just finishing watching up Shaman King now, but the next thing I can't wait for to come out is Umbrella Academy, of course. That's going to be decent. Hey, Christina, thank you for coming out. Umbrella Academy will be decent. I've heard good things about this last season of Stranger Things. Has been pretty decent. People have been enjoying it.
It's not been my thing, but I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad it hasn't really like taken a dive, because once you start getting into those upper seasons, man, a lot of those shows take a huge dip.
Well, Stranger Things, like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen season 2 or 3, so I might actually like force myself to watch those seasons, because halfway that's not true. I watched halfway through season 2, and it was like I could see this bell curve of it getting really at the time it wasn't a bell curve. I just saw this really dip in entertainment. Like, I was being entertained by watching it. But now that I've heard so many good things about season 4 from people that their opinions usually coincide with mine, I'm actually thinking of sitting down and watching it.
Do it. Catch up, because season 4 is really good. It's a lot darker, and it's different than the other ones.
I think they're able to do that now because the kids are a lot older. Like, the actors themselves are a lot older. So I feel like it's a lot easier to kind of go that route. I think that's one of the things that's definitely helped it when it comes.
They did have put a disclaimer at the first of it, though.
Yeah.
Well, that was a question of timing. That's just poor timing.
Yeah.
Of the world. I mean, here's an example. The season 3 finale of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's called Graduation Day, and they go out with flamethrowers, guns, stakes, crossbows, and it's this great battle between supernatural evil and the students who have, of Sunnydale, and they had to hold that episode back for, I think it was like a month, because of Columbine. Like, you couldn't time it.
Yeah.
So what's your final episode about? Oh, all the students, actually half them get killed, the other half actually make it, and there's like a bunch of guns and flamethrowers. Yeah, could you maybe hold that back by a couple weeks?
Yeah, it's crazy how some of that stuff works, but you can't predict anything like that, obviously.
Oh yeah. See, I only remember that was because it was like, yeah, so the season finale is going to be like in the middle of summer, but the show ends at the beginning of summer. Yeah. And this is in the infancy of the internet, so I mean, we're talking the days of MSN Messenger and ICQ, and
That's no, and I'm glad I missed all that because honestly, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I never got into it. I did watch Angel though, and the only reason I even watched anything of Buffy at all was just to kind of get an idea of who the hell this guy was. I enjoyed Angel. It was an interesting show.
it's weird seeing David Boreanaz in his like early 20s. Oh my god, he is so babyface.
Yeah.
he looks like he's 7, like he shouldn't be acting. I'm a 500-year-old vampire.
I pretty much watched both those series for Elijah Dushku and Charisma Carpenter. So
I had a buddy who no longer was a buddy eventually, who was obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like seriously.
Oh,
I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar, okay. However, the other two,
No, just obsessed with the show in general. As a fan, I don't know if it had anything to do with her.
Relic Hunter. It's a shit show, but it had Tina Carrere in it. It's like, what's the episode about? I don't know.
who?
Tina Carrere. She was in Wayne's World.
Tia
Carrere, yes.
I was being a dick.
Snake.
You kept calling her Tina. Your name's not Tina.
But I remember when she was in that show. It's like, oh my god! And I watched like the first season, and now I tried to watch it again, and I was like, oh my god, really? Yeah. Puberty was doing a number on my choices, because clearly this show does not have anything. It's like oh, we're trying to be Indiana Jones and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'm watching it going, no, this is horrible. This is just. Oh man, but those were the days when you could do stuff like that, like Hercules and Xena. You ever tried rewatching those shows, man?
Yeah, I can watch them.
Oh,
like you
they hold up well.
They don't hold up well, but you go into it knowing that though, and you're fine.
Yeah.
If you go into it knowing that, now if you go into it as a new person after watching all these new shows that are out now, no, I don't expect you to like enjoy it as much.
Yeah,
Who remembers the Beastmaster movie?
Oh God,
not the
which
show.
One or two? They
tried to do a show about it too.
Yeah, I remember the show. But which one are you talking about? 1 or 2? Because there was Beastmaster 1 and Beastmaster 2.
The
Beastmaster
original
2 was better.
Is what I'm talking about.
Pardon?
The original.
Yeah. There was the original, and then there was the sequel to the original.
Okay, I just said the original.
Yeah.
Not the second.
God, the sequel.
Which one? The original one.
Yes, I remember watching Beastmaster and seeing both of them. The sequel was better though. The sequel was funny as hell.
Oh God!
Because the evil sorceress, all of them kept saying, "I'm going to cleave. I'm going to cleave. I'm going to something in your cleavage." Like they were going to stab her in the chest. And finally, halfway through the movie, she goes, "Why does everybody want to stab me in my cleavage? I don't think it's that. I particularly like them." And she's like adjusting herself, and I'm going, "Okay, fourth wall. This is clearly." Yeah, and I also remember that, but that was a time and place where they were taking like B movies and trying to make them into TV shows. Because originally Hercules was a B movie. It was an HBO. No, it wasn't HBO. I think it was a Showtime movie that was like one of those like 90-minute movies that they made for TV. And people liked it. And so they did another one. And they did like 3 more. And then finally they were like, well, why don't we just do a TV show?
Yeah. It's going to be a box like the Batman. There's the All Might box.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, that's how they all are.
Well, I know. It's an 18-inch. So it's going to be that way. But
as long as the head doesn't break off, you'll be fine.
I think it's gonna be huge.
Honestly, I'm not even worried about his head breaking off. I'm worried more about it's his hair.
Ooh, poking through the box.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or
So-
snapping.
Hey, Mitch, when you get this thing, I want you to take it out of the box, and I want pictures of it in different places, like, it's sitting in your chair at work, sitting in, sitting in the passenger seat of your truck.
My Batman's on my dresser in there, unboxed.
Trying out the mattress.
It's been out of the box the whole time. I literally took it out of the box, never put it back. The box is right there.
But yeah, no. But I just want I want pictures of like you're taking it on a date. Like I want to see it at different places.
Yeah, they just put
He
up
wants
a
to-
glam
he
with
wants
all the exclusives.
A lady in the tramp limit.
What is that?
Funko Pop news.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like I said, I think it'll be it's cool looking. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Golden, how you doing, buddy? The only thing I want to point out though is be careful wherever you put it, Mitch, because if you fall for it and land on that sucker, that's just gonna be the hair.
Yeah. They'll revamp that show 1,000 ways.
Sounds like a dead. Remember the show Dead by Me? No. Oh God, what was it? Dead Like Me. That was it. Dead Like Me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Him falling on the all night and taking himself out. That sounds like a Dead Like Me way of going.
Well, over here was 1,000 Ways to Die.
Well, Dead Like Me was a show about a girl that gets killed by a toilet from the International Space Station when it came into the atmosphere.
That's completely different.
Yeah, and the whole premise of the show is she's a reaper, and apparently when you become a reaper, you reap people in the ways that you've died. So their whole crew is reaping people that died from like freak accidents. And you find out, I think in like season 2 or 3, there's a bunch of old guys playing bocce ball in the park, and the one guy goes, "Yeah, those are the reapers from the Black Plague." And they're like, "So what do they do since the Black Plague's gone?" And he goes, "Well, they mostly just come here to the park and play bocce ball." And then he goes, "But funny thing, squirrels have been known to carry the Black Plague." And you see a little boy feeding a squirrel a peanut, and all the guys stop playing their game, and they're watching the kid and the squirrel, hoping that the squirrel's going to bite the kid, and the squirrel takes the peanut and runs off, and they're like, and they go back to playing their game.
That's dark, but it's pretty hilarious. Like, that's super dark.
Sorry, what was that, Mitch?
Anybody want a peanut?
Oh my God! Now we know what Mitch used to do. He was a reaper for people for the Black Plague. Well, spending money's good. Spending other people's money's even better.
I agree.
Agreed.
Spending your money on someone else is even worse.
It's okay. I found out that there's a possibility. I was reading that people that work from home, that they might be coming out with some type of legislation where you can get extra money on your taxes for home improvements. And it's like, only thing I want is a proper desk.
I saw somebody who their boss told them, like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to come into the office anymore." Like that was, they made an agreement. They no longer had to come to the office. So, and this happened like at the initial, almost like the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And apparently, within the 2 years, the guy ended up moving like out of state.
Yeah.
And getting a call like probably I think it was like a month ago. Says like, "Hey man, we're gonna need you to come back in." I was like, he just looks at the camera. I moved out of state. I was like, oh.
We have a guy that just started working with us, and he's like, "Well, I'm thinking of moving out of province. Do you think they'll allow it?" It's like, you just started working here. You have no, what I guess to use a vernacular, street cred. Yeah, like our employer's gonna go, "Yeah, sure, all that expensive equipment that you currently have in your home."
You got no stick to make your case.
Yeah. It's like, no, that ain't happening. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Lisa.
But yeah, it's wild. Some of the stuff that people are wanting that they want for. I don't know. I like working from home. I would say the only problem now that my job has slightly changed a little, the only thing I'm not a huge fan of right now is I am constantly busy and trying to juggle to like before I had like maybe 3 responsibilities. Now I have like 6 and they're all tiny responsibilities. So now I got to try to figure out how they play into my day. Also, I'm not a fan of meetings. I've come to the conclusion meetings they're not a colossal waste of time, but the ones that can be done in an email, I now respect people when they make that comment now. Because I've had a few meetings where it's like, we accomplished nothing. Nothing was done. This could have been an email.
Oh yeah, a buddy of mine just had a meeting the other day.
Yeah.
And since like the boss's boss was there,
yeah,
everybody had to be on camera instead of like how they usually do it. Usually they're fine of not being on camera, and it was 3 hours.
Oh my god. It's funny you mentioned that. We had a bunch of new people in today, and they wanted to do the orientation where we would say, like, hi, my name is Sean. I've been with the company for XYZ years. This is what I do here. And I get the notification, 5 minutes to orientation meeting. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, I'm in the middle of doing laundry. So the only shirt I had was the one that I wore to your live stream that was clean because everything else was being washed, was the one saying, I'm not single. I'm saving myself.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm wearing that. And I'm supposed to be on camera. So, and I didn't have time to go and find like another shirt. So I literally took the shirt, turned it around so it was all gray in the front, took the emergency button-up shirt that I have on the back of my chair, rip that off, throw it on, and I'm buttoning it up as the camera's coming on. And I didn't even button it. I only buttoned it up enough so that it looks on camera like it's not up all the way. And I'm sitting there going, hi, and I'm wearing like ratty shorts, and I'm sitting there. Like, thank God.
Be happy you were wearing shorts at all, okay?
Oh man, I finished the meeting and I messaged someone and said, "Oh God, that was close." Like, what do you mean? I showed them the shirt I was wearing. They're like, "Yeah, that would have been interesting." Hey, do you remember the fat guy that's saving himself for Thor? What was his name? I don't know.
That was enough. If you can't get it from that, no, I'm sorry.
No. Well, I'm going to wrap things up because I know the sun is setting and Mitch has to go out and hunt for his food. You know, teenagers, canoodling at Lover's Lane, things like that. Did you hear something? Hey.
Hey-o.
So, safe to assume, Mitch, I guess your thing on the go is collecting. We'll live vicariously through you when it comes to collecting All Mights and other My Hero Academia stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
Make some room.
schedule my first Whatnot live here soon. So
Yes.
schedule that up and get that going. So
Don't forget to get your mani done so your hands look all pretty and sparkly.
my hands are always done.
Speaking of that, I gotta get my pedicure done because Jesus Christ.
Why do I see somebody like with an angle grinder going 1 minute?
You know what? I wouldn't even blame him right now.
Or the same person that like looks after the hooves on horses. Just a moment. Put your leg up. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what? Those horse videos are oddly satisfying.
I don't know what kind of horse video you're watching, but is it for you, buddy?
The ones when they're trimming their nails?
Is that what they call it now?
Yeah.
Trimming their hooves?
Yeah.
Oh, when they're shoeing horses and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like seeing them dig shit off of their hooves, that's great. Caked on and piled up on there, sure. That sounds like a great time. But no, I know what you're talking about though. When they're actually shaving down the hoof and everything,
Yeah,
and
when
get it flat and get it in the right, the middle, sloped out so that.
So it's great if we all hang out one day. LBD is not going to make the itinerary for the day.
No, but I get what you're saying. I've seen those videos. They're pretty kind of cool, the way they do it and everything.
What about you, Andrew? I guess popping on lives and flexing the guns.
Not guns, but anyway, I'm a felon. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on live with LJ and then Baby Ice Thursday. I'll be over there.
You
Nice.
sound muffled, buddy. He's gonna be live with who?
LJ, it's Baby Ice's
okay.
birthday.
Yeah, Baby Ice Thursday tomorrow. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice. And I guess LBD, what you got cooking?
I got a few things I gotta unbox and do some quick TikTok stuff. As for next Saturday, I'm not sure. I really don't have anything coming in other than statues. So, and then the last thing I did was the fail and I didn't buy the Vaders. So there's no chase roulette or nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I just bought one because I don't care about the chase. I'm hoping I get the common because.
Watch you get the chase.
Get the chase.
Well, if I get the chase, I'll sell it and buy the common.
Yeah. And have a little coin to kill. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap everything up. I want to say thank you so much, guys, for coming on. LBD, Mitch, and Drew. I want to say thank you for everyone that came into the chat. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Of course, we're going to be back doing this again next Monday, as always. And I'll have a new video coming out this Saturday because I wish you guys could have seen the mess that was left here on Friday night, but it was it looked like I was moving. There was enough empty boxes and crap all over the floor. But anyways, we'll see you again 1 week from now. And in the meantime, catch you later.